everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Maddie, and in today's video I'm going to be letting my TBR jar choose my April TBR. I switch these prompts up every month because I have numbers correlating to prompts on my computer. I have about 30 prompts in here. I'm going to choose 8 books for this video, and you'll see that a lot of the prompts are going to relate to the new releases coming out this month. A lot of my favorite authors are coming out with books in April, and I am so excited. If you're tired of seeing these books put on people's TBR, I'm sorry, this probably isn't going to be the video for you, but popular authors are popular for a reason. I'll give you unique book recommendations another day. Let's choose our first prompt. Number 28 says a romance book. Easy. Right away I can think of basically all the new releases that are coming out this month. Great Big Beautiful Life, Say You'll Remember Me, I think The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. Those are all romances, but I'm sure I can apply those to a different prompt. So I'm actually going to choose a book on my TBR already. I've been doing a great job of reading the books I already own, so let's keep that train moving. Here are some that I have my eye on. We have One Star Romance, but I hear that this is actually more of a literary fiction. This one's not really speaking to me right now. Then we have Never by Jessa Hastings. Not really feeling this one either. I have Girl Abroad. I don't think I ever want to read this book, but I will because I purchased it. I just haven't heard amazing things about it, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. I will let that stop me for this video though. And then we have Business or Pleasure by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I actually think I want to read this one because Rachel Lynn Solomon is coming out with a new adult romance in May. It's called What Happens in Amsterdam, and I really want to read one of her other adult romances before I read that one. Rachel Lynn Solomon is one of my favorite authors, and I feel like not many people talk about her that much anymore. She's really popular for Today, Tonight, Tomorrow, which is a YA romance that I gave 5 stars to. It has a sequel. The sequel was still really good, but I didn't rate it 5 stars. And then I also read the X Talk by her right when I started getting back into reading, and I gave it 4 stars, but I haven't read one of her adult romances in a while, so I really want to read this one. It looks like it's a workplace romance, and I have a signed copy, so I'm better than you guys. I'm kidding, but how cool. So I definitely think I'm gonna add this one to my April TBR. Here's the summary. Chandler lies for a living. When she accepts her next ghostwriting gig penning a memoir for cult actor Finnegan Walsh, it should be a dream job. However, Chandler knows him best as something else. Her worst ever one-night stand. What? She's determined to keep things professional, but when she finally admits to Finn that their night together wasn't as mind-blowing as he thought, he's mortified and determined to make amends. So they strike a deal. During the day, they'll work on the book, and at night, she'll school him in the art of satisfaction. This is gonna be a steamy one. As they grow closer, the line between business and pleasure starts to blur. Can Chandler and Finn have both, or will they have to choose? Unpopular opinion, I love a workplace romance. I loved The Hating Game, so let's go. This lighting sucks, but I live in Amsterdam, so I don't know what to tell you guys. The sun's not out, and it won't be ever. Prompt number 2. This one says a book from Libby, which if you don't have a library card, go get one, because you can add your library card number to Libby and then borrow books for your Kindle, for your phone, whatever. You can read them in the Libby app. You can listen to audiobooks, so definitely recommend. Honestly, I think I read most books from Libby. I love to borrow a good library book. Right now I have The Next Mrs. Parrish on here. It is the sequel to The Last Mrs. Parrish, which is an amazing thriller if you guys haven't read that already. It is really similar to The Housemaid. I don't remember which book came first, but they're basically the exact same story. However, I think I liked The Last Mrs. Parrish better. We could read the sequel. That's all I have out from the library right now. But within the next few weeks, it looks like The Summer I Turned Pretty audiobook will be available to me. I'm getting ready for season 3 if you can't tell. Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer will be ready in 4 weeks. Sunrise on the Reaping in 5. I want to read Sunrise on the Reaping, but I don't think it will be ready in April. However, Midnight Sun could be ready. I'm back in my Twilight era. I never really left it, but even now more so than ever, I'm obsessed. I just went to a Twilight movie marathon last weekend, and now my TikTok is just all edits from Twilight. And I never read Midnight Sun. It came out, what, in 2020, and Sam got it for me for Christmas, but I never read it for some reason. However, I think I want to read it. I want to see from Edward's point of view. That series will be my favorite series of all time, forever, unironically. So let's add Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer to the list. Let's see what our third book's gonna be. Okay, I'm getting a little nervous because all of the new release prompts, I'm not pulling them. This one says the book that has been on your TBR the longest, my physical TBR. I pulled this exact prompt last month and I chose Redeeming Love for that prompt, and I actually read it. Who's shocked? I am. And then I also considered reading The Defining Decade for that prompt because I bought these two at the same time, two very different books. And I still said I was gonna read this last month and I haven't yet. It's March 27th though, so I technically could still read it. However, I don't believe in myself. So I'm gonna add this back to the TBR for April. I hear such great things about this book and it's resurfacing, at least in my booktube, booktok sphere. I'm seeing people reading this again. So I definitely want to read this one. It is a nonfiction self-help book, and I don't love these types of books, but I'm willing to give it a chance. So book 3, The Defining Decade. Number 4. No, I don't feel like doing that. Number 4. This one is a book you see someone else reading on Goodreads right now. Let's do a little Goodreads scroll, hoping to see Sunrise on the Reaping or something. Scythe and Sparrow. I didn't even read the second book in that series. I didn't even like Butcher and Blackbird. Can't do that one. Everything is Tuberculosis. Katie, I see you're reading that. Liking Your Status right now. Perfect. I want to read that book because that is John Green's newest release. I did cave and buy it even though I have it on hold through the Libby app because I saw that there were signed editions at my local bookstore, and John Green, I love him so much. I want to support him. So let's add Everything is Tuberculosis to the list. John Green is one of my favorite YA romance authors. He doesn't really write young adult anymore, but his nonfiction books are just as amazing. This book is going to tell us about how tuberculosis has shaped our world, and I believe John met Henry a few years ago, a young boy who has tuberculosis, and so it's also going to tell his story. Green has become a vocal advocate for increased access to treatment and wider awareness of the healthcare inequities that allow this curable, preventable, infectious disease to also be the deadliest, killing over 1 million people every year. Why is this not talked about more? Or maybe I'm just clueless, but I'm glad this is bringing awareness back to this disease. Number 5. Reread Happy Place! Sorry, I ran out of storage, but the 5th book I'm adding to my TBR for April is Happy Place by Emily Henry. This might be my favorite Emily Henry book of all time. I've been wanting to reread this. The only book I've reread by Emily Henry is Beach Read, and I'm honestly torn between that being my favorite book by her or Happy Place. So I think rereading Happy Place will determine once and for all if this is my favorite book by Emily Henry or Beach Read. I'm thinking it's Happy Place. This is perfect. I think I'm going to do a full spoiler reaction reading vlog to this as well, so definitely subscribe and stay tuned for that. I'll probably be crying the entire time and just reading favorite quotes from the book, which will probably end up being an hour video. And now is the perfect time to reread this. It's finally getting nice outside. I can read it at the park. Look how happy I am. I love this book. This story is everything to me. Number 6. This one says, a book from an author you love. Would it be crazy if I picked another Emily Henry book? Too bad, I'm doing it. I'm going to choose Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. It comes out April 22nd. Could not be more excited for it. I will be binging it the second it's in my hands. I don't really know what this book is about. I don't even look at the summary when a new Emily Henry book comes out. She's an auto-buy author for me. Don't even need to know what it's about. It will be read in April, mark my words. The only book that I'm certain will be read in April is that. Okay, I'm gonna pick 2 more. A book you've had more than a year. Not me trashing this book and then I'm literally going to pick it for this video. I don't think I ever want to read this book because nothing else is speaking to me. In a turn of events, I actually am going to add Girl Abroad by Elle Kennedy to my April TBR. I loved The Deal by Elle Kennedy and maybe the second book in that series, and then I kind of fell off. But that's the only book I've read by her. And I'm excited to see what I think about this since I read her other books when I was younger. And I know I bought this almost exactly a year ago when we moved to Amsterdam, and I bought it because I related to the title, Girl Abroad. Moved from Georgia to Amsterdam, and I posted a picture on my Bookstagram, and I was just so excited to move here. I still am. It's gonna be the biggest heartbreak moving back home in a year or two. Go follow my Bookstagram down below. I think it's time I read this. I need to read this or unhaul it. Basically, the main character, Abby, moves to London, and when she gets to the house she's sharing with her roommates, she finds out her roommates are men. Ah, I know, scary. And apparently there's a love triangle, which I could either love or hate. So I will update you guys with my thoughts on this book sometime in April. Go follow my Goodreads. Everything is linked down below. Okay, one more. The last one I pulled says Kindle Unlimited. So let's see what I have downloaded already. I don't feel like reading any of those. I'm pulling a different one. I have a book in mind and I'll probably just read it anyway, but I really want to pull a prompt, you know, because I missed an opportunity earlier. No, I don't feel like doing that. What? I should have just told you what books I want to read in April at this point. Actually, I'm not going to pull another one. I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to read because this is my video. I can do whatever I want. I am actually, I know I brought up The Summer I Turned Pretty earlier. My hold for the audiobook of the first book in the series is going to be available soon. So I'm going to re-listen to that. I'm currently doing my rewatch of season 2. Obsessed. I was literally sick to my stomach last night watching season 2. It's so heartbreaking, but it's so good. I just want Conrad and Belly to be together in episode 1 of season 3, but I know that's not going to happen. I keep running out of storage because I won't shut up. So I am going to add The Summer I Turned Pretty to my April TBR. I actually read the books not that long ago, I think in 2023, reread the books, but I want to do another reread because I love that series and I'm not ready for the show to come to an end. Let's do a quick recap of the 8 books I plan to read in April. Look at this stack. She's beautiful. We have Business or Pleasure by Rachel Lynn Solomon, The Defining Decade by Meg J, a little nonfiction. Oh, a second nonfiction, Everything is Tuberculosis by our king, John Green. 2 Emily Henry books. We're going to reread Happy Place. And then I'm also going to read Great Big Beautiful Life when it comes out. Girl Abroad by Elle Kennedy. Why not? And then Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. This is me telling you I forgot to include The Summer I Turned Pretty in that wrap up. Incredible. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. I'll see you next time. Oh my god, my hair is slaying. Okay, I have this I don't even want to film this anymore.